gonna blow it up. I'm gonna start it.
It's the show that sucks with your hosts Harrison and Honzo Gonzo.
Harrison type in something.
I'm just curious.
No. Damn.
Blow up.
Sorry.
I typed in fighting games in Google, and let's just say SRK didn't come up. Young Honzo got guns. Young Don got Huns. Young Honzo doles out stitches. Young Don got a lot of bitches.
With special guests from around the fighting game community.
Everybody turned around on me, yeah.
Yeah.
Whenever I was down 0-2 against Beneath, you were like, "This dude's been forever," and then I was like, I tied it up 2-2, and you're like, "Just kidding, white people rule."
Yeah.
And my girlfriend was all like, "This little dude was so annoying." I can't wait until the run back becomes even more insufferable to watch. I can only barely. I watch like the Killer Instinct matches, and then Marvel starts, and I'm like, "Well, let's see who's in it." And it's like, "Is it Mini Boss?" I'm like, "Sick, Mini Boss. Is it anybody else?" Sleep.
Now for your hosts, Harrison and Honzo Gonzo.
What's up, everybody? My hair is kind of makeshift. Don't really give a shit right now, but the show that sucks. Number 83, and we have now had a couple weeks of Ultra Street Fighter 4 underneath our belt, and
Before we start, can I
What?
talk about
what?
me and Kinder Party?
Sure.
And then you're just gonna start. So me and Kinder Party have been playing Civilization 5, and it's really fun. And you guys should watch it on twitch.tv/Kinder Party whenever we play. So like, it's really cool. It's better than Settlers. That's all I'll say.
Wow, you did such an amazing job on just
Okay, I'll
convincing-
describe the game.
Just convincing everybody to just watch you.
So
I mean,
there's an
I
island
am
that Kinder
going
Party's
to
on. There's
just-
an island that
just
I'm
stop
on.
the show,
And
I really suggest that you guys just
I've murdered
start playing
everyone
right
on
now,
my island,
stream over the show,
and all my cities are
and
named terrible things.
This is just gonna
'cause
be
I
the
promote
last show that
genocide.
sucks.
And one of my cities is called Anime
And from now
Cities.
on, Tuesdays at 10 p.m., you just go and watch them play Civilization. Oh, I'm done. I think I did a better job of promoting going to watch you than you just did.
Whatever. I got haunted clothes, so you know what? I want to hear it.
Yeah? Haunted clothes. Oh, yeah,
Yep.
I can see in the background. It's kind of moving.
Spooky, man. Spooky. Anyways. Yeah. So, anyways, Ultra.
Ultra Street Fighter 4, man.
I've been
We've,
playing a lot. Speaking of Ultra, another side thing. If you go on Xbox right now, you can get AE for free on if you have gold membership.
Oh, really?
And then that is available to be upgraded to $15 to Ultra. So you don't even need AE to get Ultra. You can just download it, upgrade it to Ultra, and you just have Ultra for $15 right now.
So you get AE, and then you don't need Ultra upgrade it to 2012?
No,
It's
it's just
just
already
straight-
upgraded to everything, and then you just put Ultra on it.
I heard, if I'm not mistaken, that if you have vanilla, you can just, for $15, just straight. You can't do that?
I've never seen anyone do that.
No.
How would that be possible though? Like you need all the Super Street Fighter
Well,
shit.
how is it possible that you can skip an iteration anyway?
What do you mean? You can't.
Well, you
the
ju-
download is AE. You download 2012.
Oh,
It's
I
just
thought you said
patch.
you don't need to download 2012.
Just a patch, dude.
Oh, my bad. Alright, forget what I just said. Forget
and
it.
then then you just upgrade Ultra. So yeah, $15 for Ultra. It's pretty good.
That's, especially when, all the hardcore fans have already spent, like, $100 and something buying the game already. But, if you need it on an extra console or something, it's there. I might
Or
just...
if your disc breaks at all, you have a digital copy. That's what I have to do. I have to download it now. It's my disc always. I can't play Hondas. Whenever Honda gets selected, it crashes my game.
I have a question. So, like, with the Gold Edition, do you need to be online in order for that to work?
Yeah, you have to download it.
Well, I mean, after you download it and after you updated it and after you put an Ultra, since it's the free you only get for Gold Xbox Live, does that mean you have to be online in order to play it? Because I think that would be a really important thing to know.
I played Marvel downloaded off of Gold. Not like you have to have Gold to have it, but any downloadable game you can play offline.
Oh, that's awesome.
You don't get the. I think you don't get some DLC, but
like the costumes and stuff or something.
I think some of them are deactivated.
Okay. Well, that's. I mean, it's free game, right? So, I guess you can't complain about it a whole lot.
Yeah. So, yep. That's cool. And yeah, so we've had a number of tournaments this past weekend.
Did we? I think we had like one.
So. We had DreamHack too.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that. I didn't watch any DreamHack.
Okay, I did. I watched DreamHack.
Okay, good.
Luffy got blown up by a fucking Swedish guy player.
Really?
Yeah.
Like guy?
No, I'm sorry, guy. Dan. The
what?
Dan guy.
That Dan guy that almost beat Gamer
The Dan guy, yeah.
That guy's hella good though.
He was beating a lot of people. So I don't know how well he did. I didn't watch finals, so I really didn't know. I did watch finals, but I didn't watch top 8. It was Infiltration and Gamer B grand finals, and Infiltration just went fucking nuts with Akuma. Akuma is so good now.
Really?
His Far Fierce shit is so good.
Oh yeah, I think that is really an underrated buff.
He just kept doing it, and like their Gamer B is just like.
Because people forget how good of a normal that is. It's an everything button for the most part. I'm pretty sure you can combo it from stand jab, right?
Yeah, you just do.
So you can do your bread and butter combo anywhere on the screen now. Yep. Or I mean, you don't have to be super close anymore.
But you can also connect it after. I think far roundhouse jab fierce works.
Far roundhouse.
The double
jab. Oh yeah, jab fierce. I can see that.
Pretty sure that works, and then you just
that's
get like
super good.
Yeah. So Akuma's good. He's really good. He could jump cancel that.
What?
He could jump cancel that and do EX fireballs. Never seen those combos?
Oh, that's right, because you can special cancel it. That's insane. So you can demon flip after.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm like jump canceling. What are you talking about?
But wait,
yeah, demon flip makes sense.
No, he does. You can do EX fireballs in a combo. In the air.
Yeah. You don't need to do EX demon flip into EX fireballs anymore.
Oh.
It's just one bar. Yeah, they just took that out of the game. Like I think they thought they thought the concept was cool, but they realized that spending 2 bars is kind of ridiculous to do something that's not that great. So they just made it so you can just EX fireball at a regular demon flip now.
Oh, I thought because he wasn't EX.
You thought people were jump canceling far heavy punch.
That's what I was thinking. And I was like, wow, this is really good. Okay, at least it's not that good, but still, it's free pressure, I guess. Free cool combos.
So he was tearing it up with the Kuma still?
Huh?
So he was tearing it up with the Kuma still?
Yeah, he was destroying everyone. And Gamer B was using his Yun, which he's used before, and he was doing okay. But I feel like Gamer B is just an 8-on player. He's 8-on. But his Yun is good.
I've been saying this for a few months now that it's kind of you're just stuck with the character that you've been playing for however long. I don't believe counter picks are legit answers anymore. People are just so far ahead of those matchups now that if you don't main that character and it so happens to be if you main that character and it so happens to be a counter pick, you're gonna have an easier time. But if you play a character and you're playing somebody and that's a bad matchup for you and you try and counter pick it, I still don't feel like the answer is to try and counterpick. I think the answer is to just try your best with your main character. I think that's your best chance right now.
Yeah, I feel you. I feel like maining a bunch of characters is bad for overall play. Like maybe having another character just to pick up some of your bad matchups, you know? Like,
and you have to be so good.
Balrog is only doing 2 characters at Evo. He's doing
Evil Ryu and Balrog.
And Evil Ryu, yeah. And I think that's good. Like, Justin Wong could just do Elena and Rufus, and that covers a lot of things. You know?
Yep.
I feel like 2 characters is good. Don't be LPN and play like 15 characters. And just DP.
It's just too many characters.
It's just...
You fall into bad habits. What happens is that you start playing. If you don't play 2 characters enough, your non-main character, your other character is gonna show through into that character, and you're kind of just gonna play your alt as your main. If you get what I'm saying.
As the playstyle, the same playstyle.
Yeah, just the playstyle, the buttons you use, the same setups, just things like that. You're just gonna try and make. You're basically just trying to make your main work in this alt character, and it's not how it works.
I agree. Sometimes it does work. I think higher echelons, it's not gonna fly.
No.
But then again, there might be some like terrible matchups that just can't win, like Sim and Hugo, I guess, or Elena and Viper.
Dude, Hugo, so I played a
little bit of Hugo. What? Wolfgrone quit?
Yeah, that was kind of like
that was abrupt. You know what my theory was?
What? He
played Elena online. He's just like, fuck this.
Okay, so did you want to finish it? I was going to talk about the I know it's a little out of date now, but it was the day after our show last week. It was the Capcom at E3, Capcom tour thing. Because speaking of that matchup, we saw Jace the Ace versus Justin Wong in that matchup. And Jace the Ace, pretty sure he beat Justin Wong with Viper.
Wow,
and
I didn't see that.
I feel like he wasn't doing some of the things in that video. He was doing a lot of things that, like stand blocking, where I can see him stand blocking right now because he's just not used to crouch blocking, which is smart because you're used to playing a character like Rufus and you can't crouch anything. And if he's not used to it, then he's just going to be stand blocking everything. So I understand that he just doesn't want to risk randomly getting hit and then eating 500 damage. So I think later on that matchup is going to get worse for Viper. But, I mean, Viper is just, in my opinion, Viper's top 5. And Jace the Ace was just kind of like mowing through people at that tournament. What?
Top 5?
Top 5 for sure. Top 5 easily.
Top 5.
Top 5.
You've always had a high opinion of Viper, though.
I still think Viper has never left top 5. Ever. In any version ever. That's just me. The fact that they didn't... They said they were going to nerf her burn kick. They didn't. They said they were going to nerf a bunch of stuff, and they just didn't. And then they just gave her more damage. And it's like, okay, all right, how is that? And then with the red focus thing, now she's just like easy hit confirm, like stun. It's a truly ridiculous character.
I agree. Red focus helps with her a lot.
It doesn't help a whole lot, but she always just
you're not going to use super, so
yeah, you're right. She's never going to use super.
So if you have a lot of bar, you can spend it very efficiently, and it's like it always sets up into potential stun because you're doing so much stun anyways, and then you do more, and then you have a optimal setup to whatever you want to do. So, it's really good on her.
Yep, and she still has basically everything she's always had, always. Yep. And more damage. So top 5 easily top 5 in my opinion.
But yeah.
I also got to see more of DiCaprio, who I still have weird things about the character. So basically, in my opinion, she really has to zone. That is the character, which is weird. She zones, she gets that one mix-up, and then just kind of hopes for the best, and then runs away. And that's really the whole character. And the weird thing is, do you know what counterpicks DiCaprio is zoning? So it's just she has to zone, but at the same time, she's just killing herself.
She's good at weird character. Non-fireball characters.
Against non-fireball characters?
Yeah, because if there's a fireball and then they could just do it, and she can't really go in safely. She has no safe options to go in.
Not really, no, because she can't alter her jump. She kind of has to gimmick her way.
She could do like a teleport. That's really unsafe. you know. And if she fucks up a slide, that's a full punish.
Yep.
And like you could totally bait that out. It's not that fast.
And you know what? I thought her. I think we were talking about it last week on the show because we weren't sure. But her spiral arrow, because we didn't know if it broke armor or not, and it doesn't break armor. And the EX doesn't break armor either. And so you can kind of just focus her, I feel like, for free.
Just do a level 1 focus, dash, and juggle.
Well, you can hold the focus and just let it rip.
Oh, yeah.
You can just let it rip. The one thing that I was watching K-Brad's DeCapri that he was not doing, maybe because he can't do it, is hands. Her punches.
I feel like that's really good max distance because it's safe.
It's -3 on block, the jab one, and the EX is 0 on block, I believe.
Yeah, but you can't punish the light one if you do it full crouch medium kick range away.
No, yeah, you can't punish it.
Can't punish it.
I'm pretty sure even with SPD because it's so far away.
Nothing punishes it.
So a lot of people, I feel like they're not using that yet. And I was playing Hudumi as DeCapri last night, and what he would do is he would basically... I mean, he played DeCapri a lot like Honda, right? So he would do crouching medium kick and to her punches, but what he would do is he would hit it, and then he wouldn't cancel the crouch medium kick. He would wait and then do the punches. So you would try and hit a button after that and get counter hit, and I feel like that's a really underutilized special right now that people will... I'm assuming more people are going to use in the future.
I think that's her whole game is that move.
Yeah, because it's really your only safe thing, and she's a charge character. She can't really walk forward and pressure you without doing that.
Yeah,
but I'm pretty sure it's not a true block string, so you kind of have to be careful with it too.
I still think she's not that good.
I still don't think she's that good either.
Yeah. She's fun though. She's interesting. She might get better. I think she will get better, but right now people just don't know everything about her. I feel like she's gonna grow.
I hope so, because as a character, I feel like there's just nothing there. I don't know. It's just weird to me. Playing against, I feel like there should just be something more there that's just not. I don't know why. That's just my opinion, though.
I respect it. Other Street Fighter events that happened besides E3 was the King of New York, which had a lot of controversy around it because Sanford
what was
quit.
that? Like Sanford quit, and
then he came back in.
And then he was like, I don't know. That was weird.
That was weird. And
I guess he just can't beat Smug apparently, and he just
didn't want to go in. But like,
what a way to react to something. I can't beat something, and they're like, they go to the same tournament I go to every week, so you're just like not going to go to tournaments anymore.
I feel like it's a bitch move, but he did enter and he did do well. He did lose the Smug, so I mean, Smug does have his number.
But it was around. Did he win? Like who won? Do you know?
It was like 5-4. The overall winner was Dominion.
Dominion was there. Did he go undefeated?
He lost to Smug, I think.
Oh, he did?
Yes. I'm sure someone's going to be like, no, he didn't.
Maybe somebody can tweet us the results.
Yeah, but Smug was doing really well. He lost to other Team Pi members, I believe, but he beat Dominion. And then Dominion, I think, might have lost to another person, but I forget who it was. But, I mean, Dominion was playing on point. He destroyed Arturo, and he destroyed many other people. So, I mean, he's still a good player, still on point. And he proved that he was very dominant in a round-robin setting. But I think in a tournament setting, it's really bad for him because you just run into a rushdown player and just get bopped, you know?
Yeah, he was having the only match that I watched the first 3 matches or whatever of Smug versus Sanford, but then I had to go do something, and then I came back and I watched Smug versus Shine, who is like, I know he's a newer player to people that aren't from around the area, I believe, because I know
he's been playing since 2009.
Yeah,
bro.
I know, like, to somebody who doesn't live there, like I didn't really know who he was, So I feel like, and he's really good. He's super good. He was playing Yang. He was blowing it up with Yang. So, and Yang's a lot better now. Got all of those AE things that they took away. So I think, I don't know, maybe Yang will make a comeback. But he did really well too.
I remember watching Shine in 2009. Those Battlefield Arcadia videos, I believe, or is it 2010? I forget. I don't know. He was Goken. He's always the original Goken on the East Coast, so that's how I know him.
Yeah, I mean, he was blowing it up right before Ultra came out with Goken. He played Reinhardt in Grand Finals with his Goken, and it was pretty ridiculous.
Zeus was also there, and he did very well. He got second place, and he was tearing it up with his fucking bullshit Vega. I played a lot of Vegas this past week, and I just hate that character now. It's fucking stupid.
That's probably a really, really tough matchup for you, because you don't know how to deal with footsies yet.
I have the best footsies. I have EX Spiral footsies.
That's probably why you're losing.
Yeah, I lost a lot one day, and I was like, fuck this. And I just turned off the game. Because, like, the people aren't good. I know they're not good. Like, I know these people aren't good. And I know I should beat them, but I'm just losing, and it just makes me mad.
Yeah?
Yeah. It's my life. It's my life.
Are you sticking with Rose? Or are you?
Yeah.
Because I think you said last week you just didn't like Yun.
I just don't like him, yeah. So I'm sticking with Rose.
Do you just feel like a scumbag when you play the character?
No.
No?
I just do bad with them. I just don't get them. I don't meld with the character, and I think that's very important for you to get a character. That's why I don't play that many Marvel characters, because I just don't get them, you know? Yeah. I get Taskmaster, you know? Like, I don't get Captain America that well, even though he's a simple character. That's why I don't play him, you know?
Well, yeah, and Rose is just an easy character to pick up.
Yeah.
Although the nerf to Spiral, EX Spiral being throwable now, I think was kind of dumb.
It's very dumb because they just fucking throw you all the time, and I have to tech it.
I
hate it.
That's just a really weird change to me. Let's give it more invincibility, but just take away throw invincibility.
And then I started just to backdash on every fucking wake up, and I guy like legit tiger uppercutted me 4 times in a row. I was like, he's not gonna do it this time. He chased me across the screen, uppercutting me, and I was like, fuck. And the 5th one, I was like, okay, I'll tech the throw, and I tech the throw, and I was like, motherfucker, just DP.
Oh man, playing online is a different beast. I've been playing a lot online too, but I don't know.
I know, I've been meaning to go to YME, but I just...
You should, man. It was a lot of fun. We had, I think, 6 or 7 setups for Ultra, something like that. So everybody got a chance to play a lot, and I got to play Alpha 2.
I can still beat you at the game, dude.
At Alpha 2?
Yeah.
Okay. Maybe you can, maybe you can't.
I am good at Alpha 2. You know who I play?
Rose?
Yeah.
that was a hard one to figure out.
Dude, she's so good in that game.
I've been playing just tons of characters. I was playing Sagat.
Sagat's fun.
Sagat's pretty fun, yeah.
Yeah.
I was playing Dulcim.
I don't know anything about Dulcim.
All I
know is his combos are fucking stupid.
They are?
Because, like, once you go into whatever Aism, whatever the fuck it's called, you just do a bunch of punches. Okay. Or is that Alpha 3? I forget.
I think it's Alpha 3, maybe. But before we get too far off topic, they announced Wednesday Night Fights versus Next Level Battle Circuit.
Oh.
So basically,
I know you're really biased.
How badly is Wednesday Night Fights gonna get destroyed?
Okay, so I know you're really biased against Wednesday Night Fights, and for good reason. They suck, but I still think fucking what's his face? Keith player.
fucking what's his face? Snake Eyes? Oh my god.
I've said to Snake Eyes' face, "Who are you?" Because I forgot who he was.
Yeah, it was at Landhammer, and he's like, "Who are you?" And I'm like, "Wow, you don't know who Snake Eyes is? You're fucking terrible."
I've met him before too. Snake Eyes. I still think he's like he's gonna fucking him by himself. I know it's cliche because he beat Norcal by himself, but I think him by himself will fucking destroy East Coast. Like,
no, did you see my statement? What? My statement is 100% true. I said if Snake Eyes can't OCV East Coast, it's done.
But I think he can.
That if he can, then he wins because he OCV'd East Coast. But if he can't,
like I know they have Art, who's a sim player, but I don't think Snake Eyes cares about matchups. He just fucking is so terrifying to watch. He's the most terrifying Geef player.
I feel like Art's ability to escape is ridiculous, though.
Yeah, that's true.
He has the best just get out of whatever situation. He just guesses right, uses dive kicks, just whatever he can to get out. And I don't know. I feel like that'd be a very interesting matchup because I don't know if there's any Dhalsims that are
not at Arts level. No.
Yeah, like even close to Arts level. I don't know if there's any Dhalsims down there.
There's only like
I know there are some,
3
but
Dhalsims in America, and 2 of them are East Coast and 1 NorCal. So, like top tier, fucking Dhalsims.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't see it. I don't see it.
That is true. Dhalsim, they have. I mean, all next level plays characters that aren't really explored.
And we know that Art knows the Zangief matchup.
But yeah.
So.
Plays Aqua still.
It's just a matter of if Snake Eyes can OCD.
I feel it's so. I think it's much closer than everyone else thinks. I think it's like 50-50. Like I think it's gonna be really close because like I could see the Team Pie guys just getting fucking destroyed. You know.
Really?
Yeah.
Zeus.
But I can also see you know.
You can see Zeus getting destroyed.
Yeah.
Who's he gonna get destroyed by?
I think Snake Eyes, dude. Snake Eyes is too good. That dude is too good.
So basically, just have Snake Eyes on Team Wednesday Night Fights. Just him.
Just put him last.
And if he loses, then just call it a day.
Just put him last. Is
that what you're saying? Just put him last? Oh, he's going to be last. Why would you not put him last? Because it would just be... Because at least after everybody gets picked off from Wednesday Night Fights, it's going to be like, at least we got Snake Eyes. At least we got Snake Eyes.
That's the thing.
At least we got Snake Eyes.
The 4 people at Wednesday Night Fights could just get fucking OCV'd, get perfected, and then be like, okay, we still have a match, you know? Because fucking Snake Eyes. That guy's too good.
Like, imagine if they put him first and then he lost.
Oh
and
my
then
God,
it would just be like... It would just be tension the whole time.
I don't, because I want to bet on the match. Because I'm a betting man. And I lose all my bets. So I want to bet on East Coast. That's bad for East Coast because
I'm going to bet on East Coast. I'm going to bet on East Coast. I think Miranda said she was taking Wednesday Night Fights. So I think I saw her watching. So if you're watching this right now, I will bet against you. I will take East Coast.
I think I'll join that. So either me and Harrison become winners or losers together. High five.
High five. All right, I'm not doing that, but.
Anyways, so that's gonna be really interesting. I think it's a very interesting matchup, and it's gonna bring a lot of excitement to the event because it's gonna be so biased. Like,
it's gonna be super biased.
Everyone's just gonna be talking shit constantly, and I think that's great. And I think that's what exhibitions are about. Just being really fucking angry, like at other people. I think that's what exhibitions
as
are
of
about.
right now, I was reading some of the people that they're trying to get to commentate, and it's gonna be the most biased commentary ever.
I just want
it's
people
gonna
to
be one
get
person
mad.
from West Coast, one person from East Coast, and they're just gonna be talking shit the entire time. And it's gonna be amazing.
I think that's the essence of exhibitions. Because like when I see exhibitions where it's just like, these players are skilled, and like, oh man, look at them, they're playing very well. I'm like, who the fuck cares? Like, throw a chair.
It was like when Magus and Ultra David were commentating Aftershock.
Yeah.
It was they're both good, right? But then they were so good at just squeezing in the most biased commentary ever, but it was still good.
Yeah, I agree. Rip Magus.
It should be like that. Yeah, definitely Rip Magus.
Yeah, that should be interesting.
Today
I'm glad
we remember Magus commentary.
In memoriam.
Memoriam.
Yeah, that's gonna be cool. And there's an incentive. I think it's really cool what they're doing with the prize as well, because it's $1,000 to the team that wins, which is cool. They each get money, but it's also $1,000 to the venue that wins.
Ooh.
So the venue gets a piece of the pie. So the venue has a stake in it.
Damn. So Wednesday Night Fights got a Kickstarter, and if they win, they're gonna get an. They better buy that sign.
They better upgrade that fucking bathroom. That's all I want. Just a usable bathroom.
I'm pretty sure that's the first thing that they're upgrading.
Have you ever been in a Harrison?
No.
You need to go in it at least once. I feel like it's an experience. People need to.
I've heard enough about it to never want to go in there.
It's fucking ridiculous. That's all I'll say about it. I think I'm sure I've said it before.
Maybe I did go in it once and I just blanked it out of my mind.
I've used it multiple times. I think the only person that's used it multiple times. I don't think Watts has.
You don't think Watts has used it?
Not multiple times, probably once.
Maybe once. The first time.
Yeah, it was the first
and
one.
then it went downhill.
Yeah. The bomb went off. The shit and piss and whatever other liquid bomb.
If you guys have questions, you can send them to @HarrisSBA, not Honzo Gonzo. The next thing on our list of stuff that we want to talk about is...
I didn't tweet out the show. Holy moly.
You didn't tweet it out? Wow, you're terrible.
I retweeted it, but I didn't do my dumb thing.
Oh, like,
hey,
hey, I might be naked or something, and then, like, you link the show?
Yeah.
No. But anyways, Capcom is saying, hey, please, somebody buy us. Well, I don't think like that, but...
That's a terrible way to put it, Harrison. So Capcom didn't renew their procedure of a hostile takeover. The shareholders basically said, we are not reviewing any procedures, so anyone who wants to fucking hostile take us over, go ahead. It's not hostile, it's more like a casual takeover. So yeah, so that's what the shareholders did. They aren't necessarily saying, hey, come fucking buy us for selling it. They're just saying, hey, you can buy it if you want. I mean, it's here. So it's not technically they're selling it. They're just saying you can buy it if you want. We're willing to sell it. But if no one takes the incentive, they're just gonna be like, okay, whatever. You know.
Yeah.
They'll continue running it. But it's very interesting, I think, that Capcom's doing this. Because I think they have some of the most profitable IPs, potential profitable IPs, I'll say.
I was just about to say, what are you talking about?
In video games, their IPs have so many fans, and they have so much brand recognition, but they just don't do enough with them. Like the Mega Man brand is so fucking
terrible
huge.
Games with the IPs.
Resident Evil is such a fucking huge IP.
Yeah,
even Street Fighter.
They fucked up twice horribly with Resident Evil in a row.
They're screwing up their
really
IPs.
Bad.
But I feel like the IPs themselves are gold.
Yeah, they are. They're definitely gold. They've been around forever. People know what
Monster
all of them
Hunter
are.
You know, they have a lot of good things. Even Dead Rising that still does well in Western audiences. So you know, they have so much good things that they just can't translate well. And I think other people can translate them much better. So I think it's a good thing if, like, let's say Tencent, the people who bought out Riot,
dude,
buys it because they own SNK too, I believe. So
they do.
I believe Tencent does. The corporation. Someone correct me if I'm wrong. But I think if someone like that buys it, then you know they could just import the IPs into their other games, and they'll be happy. And then that will just fund them creating new Capcom IP games. You know, I think that will be I think it's a very good thing for like a big corporation to do. Basically, just buy the company for the IPs, and then use the IPs to promote their own games, and then use Capcom to produce good games instead of shit games.
Yeah, I think that's what everybody wants. Is just Capcom to make
or what
games.
They'll do is they'll just fucking cannibalize Capcom, and then take their IPs and give them to other studios and shit. This might happen.
The thing is, I can't imagine somebody else trying to make a fighting game.
Yeah.
Like, realistically, can you see that happening?
SNK does make games. They still make games. Atlas makes games still. Arc System Works still makes fighting games. You know, it's not Capcom style, but they're still fighting games.
But it's like, without a doubt, Capcom is like...
They're the biggest.
They're the biggest, they've been around the longest, and they definitely have the most experience on how to make a good fighting game.
Yeah, it doesn't mean... Well, I mean, the people that make the fighting games don't just fucking evaporate when the company
Yeah,
does
I
that.
know.
They can hire them, you know, at the other companies to make games. I mean...
They could, but that doesn't necessarily mean they will.
No. Speculation. That's all we can do at this point. But I'd be excited.
I mean, I don't think it's good or bad. Like, I don't think...
It depends who buys it. Like, if Amazon buys it, because Amazon's been acquiring game studios. If Amazon buys it, I think it's just going to be overall good, because they're just going to be like, hey, we just want you to make games. We're not going to change shit. We might change a little bit, you know, make sure you don't make shit games. But, you know.
Yeah, I think this can only be good.
Well, I mean, there could be a company that just be like, let's say Tencent does buy it, and they're like, okay, Capcom, you're all fucking fired. And they fire every single person. And they say, Capcom doesn't exist anymore. And then they just take all the IPs and make them League of Legends characters. And they're all just like League of Legends, you know.
Then that could potentially be bad.
Because they'd make a lot of money off them. And they wouldn't give a shit.
Yeah. I don't know. Can you? I don't know. I guess that could happen. Yep.
I'm trying to see if... Does Tencent own SNK? I don't know. I believe they do, because I think they made a MOBA game with KOF characters.
With KOF characters, really?
There is one, and they have professional leagues. They do terrible.
They do
no
terrible.
one watches them. They have like 70 views on YouTube, I swear to God.
So it's
and
like
there's
the
a lot of them.
They
do
it's like the KOF of the fighting
videos.
game scene.
It's a KOF for MOBAs, yeah.
Oh, man.
No one watches it. I've watched that game. It's terrible. It's a shitty game. But the tournaments are for like 10K. I'm not going to talk about it.
I don't know. Capcom is just in like a really terrible spot, in my opinion, because they have all these great IPs, but I
think Capcom USA is doing just fine, in my opinion. I think their stuff is doing just fine.
They don't like make anything.
No, not at the moment. But when they were, I thought they was fine. I thought Marvel was fine. Like, the only reason Marvel wasn't that profitable is they probably spent a shit ton of money on the Disney license.
Yeah, that's true.
Marvel license, I'm sorry. I feel like if they just made, I've been saying this forever, a fucking Capcom game, with Capcom characters, and it's the same fucking engine as Marvel, move Infinite, boom, you have a fucking good game. People will like it.
They would. Hopefully they'll make it.
Sell millions, you don't have to spend any money on licensing. Boom. Boom, boom, boom. You can import the fucking Capcom side of the fucking Marvel. Just import them all. Who cares? Make them play exactly the same. They're exactly the same characters. No one would care.
I feel like right now they just need money from an outside source. Because they took a lot of chances on the IPs that are good for them and have been good for them in the past, and they've not done well. And then everything that they kind of tried hasn't done that great. So they've kind of just like messed up. And I don't know how you get out of that without taking some kind of giant risk to try and put yourself back on track. Because, I mean, look at right now. They're just making DLCs. They're making remastered video games. It's like, that's all they're doing. Because I think that's all they can afford to do.
Yeah, well, I'm sure they have, Capcom does have they are hiring people. I mean, they have a whole hiring policy. I don't know, what's it called?
Yeah, I saw that. They're like hiring, was it like 200 people a year or something like that?
Something crazy. It's like 100 or 200 people a year until 2020. So they have a shit ton of in-house just to shit out games. But
all they are is like one good Resident Evil, or like just one good of another IP that they have from just getting out of whatever funk they're in right now.
I don't know. It's like they should have just make a Mega Man game or something. It's crazy.
Do you think a Mega Man game would get him like out of something like that though?
I think it's done well.
If it's done well.
Mega Man X style.
Yeah, it would. If it's an 8-bit again, I'm just like, come on. If it was
not 8-bit, no, I'm talking about like not even SNES. They could do a 3D one, but just make it a good game. Like Mega Man X was such a leap from Mega Man that people was like, "Holy shit, this fucking game is amazing!" You know.
I mean, imagine if
they can still do
that. If they kind of made it look like the new Strider, right? Because this new Strider is like 2D. Like if they made it look something crazy like that, why people would be super excited for that?
Yeah, and just make it more than 8 levels. Just fucking make it 36 levels. Who cares? 32 levels. So you have 8. Who cares?
Who cares? Speaking of another... Well, I guess they're not. Are they a company? Of somebody else who's in trouble is the people who made Watch Dogs, because they really fucked up. And
I think they're genius.
You think they're geniuses?
They're just really stupid in how they did it.
So you explain to everybody why they're geniuses.
Okay, so Watch Dogs on their previous E3, this has nothing to do with fighting games, but whatever.
Hey, we need to mix it up every once in a while, all right?
Watch Dogs.
But I just thought I thought it was relevant because we have been through the exact same thing.
Where they have stuff in the code that
like
isn't turned on?
Second.
Wait, what?
Like Isopros Second.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right.
Where the shit is there and we don't get it. Like that's the exact same thing that we went through. So I figured it was relevant.
Yeah. So E3 happened in like 2012, 2013. We had Watch Dogs on it, and it looked fucking crazy. People were just like, "What the fuck? This game looks amazing! Holy moly!" And then it comes out and it looks way like shittier than it does. And you're like, maybe they had to adjust graphics for performance issues and whatever. You know, it happens with games that are very large. It's an open world game, so they just forgot to take out in the actual code the fact that you can just totally turn it on in the PC version. That you just turn on all the updated graphics and everything. That's all the lighting and it increases performance and just makes everything better. Because they wanted it to be exactly the same as the PS4 and Xbox version, so you wouldn't see the differences.
Which is stupid, but
they wanted to do that. So either Xbox or Sony probably paid them to do that.
Oh, of course.
Yeah. Like, hey,
okay.
Don't make our game look like, our consoles look like shit.
But that would just be like us doing this show and then answering some questions and then just, all right, guys, that's the end of the show. And then after the show's over, just answer questions for ourselves and then just never release them. That would be like the exact same thing of what they just tried to do.
Well, they tried to sell an inferior product. They're trying to sell an inferior product for no reason other than them getting money. And that's what DLC is, but this is, I think, worse than DLC, because at least DLC, they have a reason to do it. Like, they spent hours doing this, but this is just intentionally taking all the hours you spent on this game and saying, oh yeah, no, you're not getting that.
Yeah, how pissed off would you be somebody working on the game? Yeah, we're just not going to release that. Like, how mad would you be?
That lighting you were working on for 8 months? Yeah, that's not in the game anymore.
And I think the crazy part about it's not even the fact that it looks better. It's the fact that it fixes a lot of glitches and stuff.
It runs better.
It just,
everything is better about it. It's crazy. It's like the Dark Souls original game that came out. The company that released it was like, we just can't do 60 frames per second with this game. It's literally impossible. We can't do it. Literally an hour after it came out, some dude was like, yeah, I unlocked the 60 frames per second and I made it look like 15 times better and it runs better. So like, just some guy was just like, oh yeah, let me just type this out. Okay, this is better. The fact that someone could do that is just embarrassing for companies and, just the whole industry, I think. Because that's what it comes to. Like, they just don't spend time on PC when PC is the best platform. PC Master Race.
And it's
I'm a
like,
console
why
fanboy,
even?
But I like PCs.
To me, it's just dumb because, okay, I get that they're trying to make it so the PS4 version looks as good or whatever, right? So it's going to convince people to buy a PS4. But at the same time, is anybody else really thinking that? I'm sure people were thinking, why does this not look better? Like, there's no console is just never gonna catch up to PC graphically, ever, in my opinion. Like, they just can't. It's impossible. So I don't understand why that's so hard. I don't understand why that's so hard to just let go.
So I think Steam boxes are the future and also shit, because they're gonna be better than consoles in regards to upgrading and keeping up, but they're still not gonna be as good as PC. So why the fuck would you buy one? Like,
yeah,
just money reasons. That's all it is.
To play with your friends on PC. It's just like another console, right? You got friends who play on Xbox, you got friends who play on PS3, you got friends that play on Wii, I guess. And
yeah,
then
but
you
PC's so much better.
And then you have people who play on PC.
I do like using controllers, though. I will say.
They actually they made the Xbox One controller work with PC now.
Yeah, I know.
So you can just use that.
I saw a joke where when I think it was like a little bit before E3, they did this. They released the drivers for Xbox One, and they're like, and someone made a joke, it's like, oh, they did that so it's easier to show off their games on PC. Because they always ran the demos on PC before Xbox One dev kits were out. So Xbox One games were always shown on PC.
Yeah, because it looks better.
Yeah. Yep. Anyways.
Should we answer these things called questions?
I guess. If you have any questions, you can always submit them at Harrison SBA and at Honzo Gonzo.
We will give you a letter grade for your submission.
At MUNMU Mikey asks, question for this show. Harrison, with you Ultimate Marvel vs. Capcom 3 pretty much at the end of its life, do you think Honzo Gonzo could ever win a major?
Pretty much at the end of his life. I mean, you gotta like hurry up. Like, you got like a month, and then that's gonna be like your last tournament. So you gotta step that shit up like super quick. If not, then it's dead. Like you're never.
I'm not even entering Evo.
Then it's make money or just get random out in pools. I mean, you just gotta choose one. All right.
I think I'm entering Marvel at Evo. I'm not sure.
You might be able to. Why wouldn't you?
I think I'm registered. I should ask about that. That's a good question. I might be able to win Evo then. Let's hope that happens.
If you can win Evo, you're good.
What if I won Evo? That'd be cool.
That'd be really cool. I'd be so psyched. Do you know why?
Why?
Because hella more people would watch the show.
They ask me legit questions, but like, oh no, just play Hulk. I'm fucking.
Oh, he knows what he's talking about. He won Evo.
Really don't. If I won Evo, we're all going to the Caesar buffet.
Oh, of course. Yeah, absolutely.
Like that Bronson guy did, and he didn't invite us. It's whatever.
Got a question from Drew Redfage, who always sending us questions. Huge fan of the show. Someone might be buying Capcom soon. What old Capcom franchise would you like to see revived? I would like to see a non-shitty Resident Evil game. That's
revive it.
I want to. Yeah, I want you to revive and not make a shitty Resident Evil game. That's what
I would like to see a Captain Commando game. I think that's an untapped potential. It has a fucking baby that shoots rockets. Like it's like a sergeant or something. And then it has like ninjas and shit. I think that's cool.
Awesome.
Yeah, hold on, my mic's gonna freak out a little bit. Did it freak out?
You're good. It was like on the verge of it, and then it was okay.
Okay. Sorry. Adrian Mage also asks, if you could pick one Marvel character never to be played again at tourneys by anyone, who would it be and why? It's a good one. That's a good one. I think...
Okay, we get it. Answer the question.
It's hard, because I'm thinking between Zero, Virgil, and Haggard. That's very difficult. I would say Virgil, because people are fraudulent with him.
Oh my god. I guess that's not. Do I need to answer the question? That's not directed at me, so nobody cares. I would just say like something stupid, like Taskmaster or something like that.
Say Arthur, so that was like
Arthur?
3 Arthurs.
Yeah,
Like,
I'd be like, what the fuck, man? I'd be like, dude, if oh my god, stop moving your mic. If I oh my god.
What? I'm not moving.
It's terrible. Anyways,
Well,
I would just be that guy who went to UFGT and just banned like just a stupid character. Just like Arthur or something like that. Because especially if Kingdom Party was in my pool. If Kingdom Party was in my pool, I would so ban Arthur. And then I'd walk up to him and then be like, guess who banned Arthur? Or like, it was fucking me.
Ban Spencer against Kinder Party.
Oh yeah, Honda kind of takes away steam.
Because someone else will ban Arthur.
We have a question from DKI FGC. DKI FGC asks, scenario: EA buys Capcom. Microtransactions everywhere. Street Fighter's future looks bad. What fighting game do you cling to?
Marvel.
Marvel? Microtransactions. You need to pay 5 cents in order to build Super Bar.
That'd be pretty cool.
You start off with 5. Every match you can pay $1 to start off with 5 Super Bars.
They're broken.
You can pay an extra 20 cents for every second to make X Factor last longer.
I like this. This is getting good. I think I win a lot more Marvel tournaments.
I think those are some great ideas.
$100.
$100.
I'm winning this tournament.
Ah, god damn it! Your mic is so terrible.
I'm not moving it.
God, I have to deal with this shit every week.
I'm getting new cords.
The Hound asks.
FGC asks.
No, screw you. The Hound
How
asks.
excited are you for Dark Souls 2 DLC?
Nobody cares. The Hound asks, how does iPlayWinner give the people real articles with real news and stay free of bias?
Because we have a great writing team. We have Paul, Super FX, and then we have the Phantom Knot. And then we have a new addition, Sammy Nash.
Sammy Nash, which I'm really glad he's helping iPlayWinner out.
And then you have me, who does articles every year. And then Darry, who's dead. And then we have Harrison, who does post tournaments and stuff.
Who's dead and does Blaze Blue Continuum shift reviews.
What a terrible fate.
I'm sorry, dude.
What a Sisyphean task he has
man.
of doing anime reviews.
God, it's fucking hot in my room for some reason. Alright.
Because I'm here, baby.
Oh, thanks. We have a question from Jason D. How will Ono what the fuck?
Is that racist? Sorry.
What?
So laughing.
I don't even know. How will Ono resigning from his position at Capcom affect the future of the company? I don't think he resigned. He just like kind of left that whatever that was.
He was overseeing the Dead Rising 3 DLC, and then after that he stopped being there. He's working on the next gen what's that called? The next gen Capcom game they're doing, where it looks like dungeon dragon thing.
Something Dogma? Is that game? Or is
no, not Dragon's Dogma. It's something else. It looks like Dark Souls.
They released the trailer last E3, right? Like that
one? It was last
E3?
Or it was last TGS.
It might have been. I'm pretty sure it was E3, but we'll probably see something, I'm sure, at TGS, because that's like their event, right?
Yeah, it's Capcom. All Japanese developers.
Yeah.
But yeah, so he's working on that game. So
here's a question. Unfortunately, I don't think either of us can answer it. But I can ask you, or I can tell you who to ask. Scotty asks, what does the game fingers buttons have over the Sanwas? Like, what's the advantage? Oh,
I use those.
What's the advantage?
They're silent, and they feel very good. They feel exactly like Sama buttons.
Really?
Yes. Do you never use my stick? Or touch my buttons?
No, because you have an Octogate and
touch my buttons.
No.
Yeah, you do. Okay.
No.
Basically, they're completely silent and they feel just like Sombras. So if you have people that don't like click and clackety, then you can just use those. Plus, they last longer than Sombras. They technically, statistically, last twice as long as Sombras.
Twice as long.
Yes.
How long do
Sombras are 4,000 clicks, I guess.
4,000? How do you test that?
I think someone just clicks the fucking button.
Like how? No, but like how do you test that? Like what's considered a click?
That's just what it's considered as 4,000.
Like is a click like if I take my stick right here and like I click it, like if I just like tap a button, right? Like what if I just like is that 2 clicks? Like how does that
I really
work?
don't know, dude.
Like, how does that
and
work?
that's like estimated, okay? Because I know some sticks will just last fucking forever. I mean, my fucking 2009 stick I have still works, So they last longer and they are generally well built. The previous ones were kind of hard to put in, but the newer ones I hear are much easier to put in. So just that. I like them a lot, and I think they're the best button to buy right now.
Yeah, somebody the people in chat is saying 4,000 like would be like nothing. Like that's like a day.
That's what the website I read said. Unless I'll look it up. Do more questions.
Okay. A boy named Rio asks, my intro. What is what is the chance of newer games, Ultra Street Fighter 4, Persona, whatever that game is called, and XRD taking over older games in popularity, even though they're anime? I don't think it's like what are the chances of anime games like taking over the world? Because that's like basically what he's saying.
0.
0?
Yeah. Sorry. We'll be real with you. Literally 0 chance.
Danny has a couple questions for us. Danny asks, "Is Capcom really on the verge of being bought out?" I don't think anybody knows anything. They just said, "Hey, we're open to it." Danny also asks, "When is the next Alpha Clash?" I don't know. I am hoping. Well, I know that we're trying to get one done the Sunday before Evo, but
yes,
it was going to be on Saturday. But obviously, Curly West Coast is on Saturday, so it's not happening. So if we can get the area to host the event.
Did we announce it?
We did. There's an iPod winner like article on it. Stop freaking out, God, Jesus!
I leaked Curly on this show like 10 weeks ago or something. No one noticed though. But
I didn't even notice.
I know. I felt really. I was like,
anyways,
oh shit, I said it.
Yes, it's. I'm pretty sure that's the 7th. 7th.
It's the Sunday before Evo, so yeah.
Oh, 6th. It'd be the 6th if it happens. I will be the first to tell you if it's going to happen.
So the micro switches in the song are rated for 10 million clicks.
10. Wow, that's like a little bit more than like 4,000 clicks.
So it said double a somewhat. So I guess it's 20 million.
20 million clicks. That's a lot of clicks. We have another question from
Or
Danny.
it's 1 million for regular and there's 10,000 for these. I don't know. 10 million for these. I don't know.
Another question from Danny. What do you think of Team Wednesday Night Fights versus Team Next Level Battle Circuit being 10 versus 10 with an A and B team for both? I think you are asking a little bit too much. It's at Evo. It's going to be late at night. Just trying to get 5 people together is just going to be a feat in itself, in my opinion. It's a feat in itself trying to get 2 people playing each other. So getting 10 people in the same room, I think, is going to be hard enough, and I think it'll be fine. It'll be hype enough. I don't think they want to do anything longer than an hour or something like that. It'll be late. People want to... I was going to say people want to sleep, but they'll want to play.
Yeah. Play too much. Killer Tofu.
Oh, we had another... That's a very good question. The Hound asks, well, what day... I think it's going to be Friday, but what day would preferably be better from Wednesday Night Fights versus Next Level Battle Circuit since EVO is an international event? I think it's going to be Friday. I think the more important question is what time it's going to be. Obviously, it's going to be later, but how late? I don't think it really matters. It's EVO. The people that are going to tune in are going to tune in, and they're going to find a way to watch it. In my opinion. What do you think? Does it matter? Does it matter what day? It's not like it's going to be on Sunday or something like that. It's going to be... It's probably going to be on Friday. Yeah, it's probably going to be on Friday, so that way nobody doesn't want to do it because they're in top 8 or something like that on Sunday. So it's going to be Friday for sure.
I think it might be. It's also for $1,000, so they're going to try it regardless. Like, there's a monetary prize. When there's an exhibition where there's no monetary prize, I think it doesn't matter, and the players are just like, I don't want to play at my best. But this might be the only way they get money at EVO, for these players. So they're going to be playing as hard as they can. It might ruin their chances, but, I feel like you shouldn't try your hardest, because this is for, each player is like $200 of money. That's pretty good take if you're not going to make anything at all, if you just don't get top 8.
A boy named Rio asks, what happens when Facebook buys Capcom?
Oh my lord. We'll have tournaments at Facebook headquarters.
We already have tournaments at Facebook. Like, what else what else could they possibly bring to the game? Like, come on.
They can bring Oculus Rift. Oculus Rift.
We'll all be fighting with giant, I don't know, like masks and shit.
Giant masks and just like looking. Everyone's just sitting in chairs at tournaments. There's no sticks anymore. They're just sitting in chairs. It's like it's like the Matrix. People are playing fighting games.
Joe asks, if you or Honzo won the lottery and bought Capcom, what would be the first thing you'd do? Actually, never mind. Honzo would make Marvel vs. Capcom 4.
First, I would commission.
I don't think real talk. If you won the lottery, I don't think you'd still be able to afford the license.
Pretty sure I could.
Pretty sure you could. I think you'd have to spend every penny on that.
Oh, the Marvel license? I'm not gonna make a Marvel game. No, it's dumb. I'd make a Capcom fighter game with Capcom characters that I've been saying, and it'd be like a millionth of the price. So
I think I would just make a Resident Evil game.
And then I would commission an Amaterasu body pillow because they don't make those.
Okay.
That's my wife right there. Harrison, when are you learning Breaker's Revenge?
When am I learning Breaker's Revenge? I don't know what that is. First, I gotta learn what it is.
It's a fighting game, dude.
Okay.
It's a fun game.
Probably not. The Blue Mega Man asks, I can't fight grapplers properly with Rose because I'm going to get knocked down eventually. Some guy. Thoughts?
Is that me?
I just have a small feeling it's you. I can't fight grapplers with Rose. I mean, yeah, I feel like you have the zoning tools. You just have to be really aware of throwing fireballs with Rose because her fireballs just are not that safe.
No. Forward roundhouse.
You have to use your normals incredibly well, and you have really good normals to use, so you should be doing that bad. You're gonna have to use your EX soul throw to anti-air because you don't want that trading. Because
if you trade with forward roundhouse, you get a juggle.
Yeah, that's true.
But still, soul throw is good. Plus, what Arturo was doing with Rose, he was low profiling with crouch forward, and then blowing up the landing frames. He did a lot. So that's good.
The answer to this question is no, but I'm going to read it.
No,
anyway.
AJ Tucker.
Alec Garcia asks, "Are you guys hyped for the new Sailor Moon?" I think didn't he ask us this last week? I'm pretty sure he did. Does he ask us every week and we just
don't watch animes?
No, I'm not excited. That it's gonna be at CEO.
Are we going to CEO?
Oh, man, I wish. I just can't afford it. I just bought like a really expensive camera, so.
When's it coming in?
It says Monday, which is kind of dumb. But
why don't we just wait to film till then?
We will wait to film till then.
What are we doing this weekend?
because I didn't know. Anyway, whatever. That's another time and a place.
I just made a conversation.
You just made a conversation in the middle of our show for no reason.
I always do that.
Wow, we have a lot more questions.
Yeah.
People are hankering for our advice this week, apparently.
At Speed Kirby asks if Guilty Gear XRD will be playable at Evo, which it will be, I think. Which character you shall choose. I was gonna play Potemkin, but then I think I switched to I forget who I was gonna use. I'm not gonna use Potemkin. I think I was gonna use whoever the top tier guy was.
Top tier?
Not because it was good, but because I just liked him. I forget. It might have been Axel. I honestly forget.
Johnny also asks, I played DOA 5 Ultimate many times with Hayate, and I'm feeling so godlike. Or am I? You know, I played that game one time. I played Dead or Alive one time, and I won. And then I just retired from the game. So, I'm just gonna say yes, you're godlike.
He's pretty godlike.
Because he followed me on Twitter, so he's godlike. I think that's it for this week's show.
A boy named Rio asks, who's hotter, Cammy or DiCaprio? Important.
I'm gonna say Cammy because you can see her face.
I like DiCaprio because she's in.
We know that something's messed up with DiCaprio's face, right?
Yeah.
So.
I like him fucked up, Harrison.
That's the end of the show this week, guys. If you guys want, you can do the same thing that Johnny Kirby 3 and Edgar Mendez did on Twitter. They can follow me at HarrisonSBA. They can follow Honzo Gonzo at Honzo Gonzo. If you guys don't want to be like either of those two people, you guys cannot follow us, but make sure you guys follow us at twitter.com/iPlayWinner for news, updates on events, tournaments, when the show goes live, anything like that. Of course, facebook.com/iPlayWinner. We also have a website, iPlayWinner.com, and you can go to the podcast section and check out every single show that we have previously done in YouTube or MP3 format. I think that's it. You guys can check out youtube.com/iPlayWinner. I've uploaded a ton of Ultra matches. The Alpha Clash matches were pretty hype, so go and check all those out. There's a whole playlist. You can just watch all of them if you want. Any words of wisdom before we end the show, Honzo? I think the words of wisdom this week is get a new fucking mic.
Yeah, Game of Thrones jumped shark.
Wow, really?
Just said it.
Alright, peace.
Harder I rock.